8:27 in the morning, and I've been tagged by Little Galah. It's the Get Real tag. So I'm going to do my best to answer these 10 questions. And if you're wondering what this is right here, I bought myself a whole bunch of root beer barrels last night. And man, they are good. And good for you. Okay, time to get to the tag. Question number 1. What would you do with $1 million? No giving the money away or savings. Your guilty pleasure. Well, I would pretty much do things exactly the same as I do it right now. It's just that the thought of never running out of money would be really nice. I go on a 10-day vacation every year. I might make it 14 days. And, if I go into a restaurant and the hotel on that vacation, instead of ordering spaghetti, I might have steak. So there wouldn't be that many changes. I'd pretty much do things the way I do it now. But I would probably enjoy it a little bit more because I don't have to worry about a budget. Question number 2. What law would you change if you could change any law, and why? The place I used to live at, Pennsylvania, has this law, and this law might exist in other states and commonwealths also. It says that if you drive a motorcycle, you do not have to wear a protective helmet. But if you ride a bicycle, you do. Now, I can understand that if it's a little kid, yes, a little kid should wear a protective helmet. But I'm talking a person my age. I think the law should be the same regardless of which way it goes. The law should be the same for both bicycles and motorcycles. In other words, either both have to wear it or neither one has to wear it. Common thought here is that a motorcycle travels much faster than a bicycle does. So there's more of a chance that you're going to get hurt on a motorcycle. But they're allowing motorcycles to go without helmets right now. Well, then let bicyclists do the same thing. Question number 3. If you could remake any movie using an all-star YouTube cast, what movie would you remake? Ask your viewers to comment as to which role they would be in that movie. Well, I look at YouTube All-Stars as the people that I communicate with, like Little Galah. Okay, I could care less about Fred or Anision or Shaytards. I don't watch those guys, even though they might be considered all-stars. My all-stars would be Graham and Friends, Little Galah, Heidi Scope, Paulie Mann, Lana Chanico. So now what movie would I remake? Roadie. It was a 1982 movie starring Art Carney and Meatloaf. And Meatloaf played the part of a roadie, and he was fixing all these things that broke for all these musicians. Well, I would put the people that I just mentioned in the position of these musicians, except they don't necessarily have to be a musician. Just something else in everyday life. And it would be the correspondence between me and them. Maybe I'm not a roadie where I'd be fixing an amplifier or tuning a piano. You know something? You know that you could tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish? You didn't get that, did you? That was a stupid joke. I'm sorry. But, yeah, that roadie would be the movie. I would just throw the people in those parts, you know, and I think it would be quite good. It'd be fun. It'd be a fun movie to watch. Okay, question number 4. You are on Gilligan's Island, and all the characters are YouTubers. Who would the characters be? Gilligan. That would have to be Little Galah. I think he would revolutionize that character. Be completely different than the Gilligan we know. He would put his own twist to it and his own humor to it. I think that would be really, really good. The Skipper. Graham and Friends. I could just picture Graham in a skipper's hat. He would just do the part. Mr. Hal. The Polly Man. The Polly Man would be a good Mr. Hal. He could maybe even work his artwork and some of the other stuff he does into the character. That would be pretty cool. Mrs. Hal. That's a tough one. I would have to say well, that is a tough one. I would have to say for Mrs. Howell would probably have to go with Ragged 07. I think Ragged 07 would do a good job at that. She would add her little flair to that character. That would be pretty cool. The Professor. That would be me. I would have to have the part of the Professor because I have just enough around me here, like my books, my hat collection, my Tix clocks, what I do in my YouTube videos. I think I would make a pretty good Professor. Ginger. Okay, I'm going to do Ginger and Marianne together because I have Little Galah as Gilligan. And I forget which one, because I didn't watch the show that often. I did watch it. I forgot which one that Gilligan was close to in that movie. So one of the two, seeing that Little Galah would be Gilligan, either Ginger or Marianne, whichever one's closer to Gilligan, would have to be Kangaroo Jockey. The other one? Boy. Miss Crit. Miss Crit would have to be the other one. And question number 5. If you could passionately kiss anyone in the world, who would it be? Must either be famous or you must show a picture. Cannot be a current partner or relative. Well, I think what I would do, okay, and you might not like the way I answer this. First of all, let me tell you that I am straight. I am a straight person. But I would not kiss anybody. I think I would wait to the point where I'd be in a situation where I was getting married to the person. And then the first kiss would come at marriage. Sorry you didn't like that answer, but that's the way it goes. I got to answer the question to the best of my ability. That's why I had to tell you at the very beginning, I am straight. So, let's move to the next question. You can go anywhere in the world, but when you get there, you can never leave. Where and why? I did that in 2010. 2010, I went to, or moved to, North Carolina. Now, I have no intentions on moving out of North Carolina. I hope to live here the rest of my life. So I would hope that that would qualify as you can never leave. But as far as being a recluse in that area, I would sneak out for vacation. But I would never move away from the area. I love this area right now. Okay, question number 7. You are in the Matrix. Do you take the red pill or the blue pill? Red pill takes you further into the rabbit hole. Blue pill makes you wake up like it's a dream. I would take the blue pill. Question number 8. You find out that your friend only has 3 days to live. You are unable to be excused from work. Do you quit the job to hang out with your friend, knowing there is no other work, or do you keep the job and spend your off time with your friend? I keep the job and spend the off time with a friend, because obviously I'm not with a friend when I'm sound asleep. So, and the person could very well pass away while I'm sound asleep. So I would keep the job and spend my off time with a friend. They know that you can't be there 24/7, and they might not want you there 24/7. That's what I would do, though. I would spend the off time. Question number 9, if you could fight anyone without any remorse from that person, who would it be and why? I would not fight anybody. I would not fight anybody. I like getting along with everybody. And I could not picture myself in that situation. What is your favorite holiday food? And then there's a second part to this question. I am not going to read it on air, but the people that have done this tag know what it is. The second part of the question the answer simply would be no. It would be done with one of these. Favorite holiday food? I haven't had this since my dad died. I would love to have it again. But what he used to do is he would make a ham. One of those ones that has the big round bone in it. And he would cook the ham in one pot, and he would do scalloped potatoes in the other. And then, when the meal was almost done, he would take the scalloped potatoes and put it over top the ham, and then he would pour a little bit of milk on top of it and cook it a little bit more. What this would do is make all the scalloped potatoes stick together, and it would give the ham kind of the flavor of the scalloped potatoes. It also would make the ham nice and soft. You could actually take, I have a spoon right here. You could take a spoon or a knife, or yeah, spoon or a knife, spoon or a fork, and kind of just like cut it just like that, and it would just break right apart. And it was so good. It was so good, and we had it mostly around holidays. We had it other times during the year also, but that would be my favorite holiday food. My second favorite holiday food is fruitcake. And please don't say that figures. I know it does, but you know, I just like fruitcake. And that concludes the 10 questions. Okay, I will tag Ragged07 and the Poli Man. Not Warren, not Rico, but the Poli Man. I'd like to see how he would answer that question. And because the Poli Man is an artist, he draws for a living. And I think his answers to these questions would be rather interesting. Well, thank you for allowing me to bore you. And have a great day. Bye.